Tossing bags under Michigan skies. Great Lakes breeze where the champions rise. Boards on the lawn, stakes in the ground. Cornhole's the game that brings the crowd. Michigan Cornhole, we're taking the shot. Spin it just right, hit the sweet spot. Talking all things bags from dusk till dawn. Michigan Cornhole, game on, game on.
All right, welcome back to the Pine Podcast. Hope you guys had a wonderful week last week. I'm joined by, as always, ACL Pro Steve Gray. We have a huge show this week. We're going to recap the Albuquerque weekend at the ACL Open out there. Talk a little bit about the Mars Yard ACO regional action from last weekend. And Steve's going to have a new little feature this week with the Deep Roots.
Deep Roots.
Advice from Steve on busting some slumps.
Yeah.
Some pointers for you guys to bust some slumps out there. And lastly, we'll feature a interview with Robert Yo to talk about the big freeze and
Being
how
a director.
being director is.
Yeah.
So hopefully you guys stick around and we have plenty of information for everybody. You have a good weekend, Steve?
I did. I worked all weekend. So I made a lot of money right before Christmas. I mean, not really better than that.
Did you play some cornhole this week?
No.
What?
Oh, Tuesday I did, yeah.
I guess
Not on the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Tuesday again went down to the lift. Was supposed to run that, but Shelby was able to run it. Still had a good time. 40 people right on the money. So I think I wonder what the streak that is. Probably
I have no idea. What months?
40 plus. Yeah, it's got to be months. I'd say 16, 20 weeks in a row.
I went and
Said
played at
40.
the VFW last week. As when I got over at Durand, I actually skipped across the street and joined hers at the Heart and Souls are at Durand Lanes. Played in her blind draw. It was kind of cool how it worked out.
3 events in one night.
Yeah.
This guy.
All right, well, let's get after it. We're coming up on segment number 1, Beyond the Pines. This is sponsored by CaddySack Customs. If you're looking for anything CaddySack or cornhole-wise, they got you
Or
covered.
beyond.
Cornhole bags, cornhole jerseys, tents, tablecloths, and more.
Yeah, I mean, you heard Steve last week on our podcast. He's willing to take a shot at almost anything. Yep.
So the big headline this weekend was Zayne Crots took down high school doubles with Riley Shaw.
Yeah.
Seemed to be like he played really well. You got some information over there, Steve?
Yeah, Zayne shot really well. Watched him all weekend. Hit him up right before he left. Didn't know he was playing with Riley, so I like surprises like that. They took down high school doubles. He finished 5th in his bracket in singles. They finished 9th in doubles. And he took 2nd in a sit and go.
Yeah, I seen that, but I was going to bring it up.
I mean, I just put all his stats down.
I know.
So, yeah, 2nd in a sit and go. But I think he might be – sometimes you play one person, and then sometimes you just find that person you play all the time. But Hagen Lords was definitely a talk of Albuquerque, too, and Zayne had to face him 4 times.
Wow.
So, regular doubles, twice in high school doubles, I believe, and then even in junior singles. So,
he did a great job this weekend.
He did. Couple of both of his losses, I believe, in singles, he shot over a 10. So,
that's great.
Yeah, but it's hard to compete against those Logan Chamberlains in 11s.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's the only way you get better. That's what we talk about a lot.
Yep, but no, good run, Zayne.
Yeah, man. Hopefully you enjoy the shout out here on the Pine. Nobody else has been, so
yeah.
Give us a like and a share, Zayne.
Yeah, say hi.
Yeah. Would like to give a big shout out to the Mother Shuckers crew that went out to I'm going to say Tucson because I want to say Tucson.
Where was that?
Was that Albuquerque?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they all, what we had, you got Sean Friend, Jonesy.
Yep. We're always going to miss somebody. You guys got to know that.
Yeah.
So, it's awesome that they went out there and represented. So, it's always a good time with those guys at Mother Shuckers. Anytime they even have a tent at a local open or something, I'd go hang out with them.
For sure, man. I just want to say thanks to them personally.
Yes.
Representing the mid out there. So.
Yes. I went last year.
I know, but
yeah, it's a nice time. No, it was a good time. It's a nice time.
So, all right, that's it for segment number 1. Right into segment number 2, Around the Yard. This is sponsored by Goated Bags. If you're looking for some local-made cornhole ACL bags, Goated Bags would be for you.
Goated Bags. GB.
All right, so this past weekend we had the Mars Yard ACO Regional. I think it was fairly smaller than normal. Seen Charlie won first in singles again. I know Donovan was looking for a partner, but I'm not sure if he got one or not.
Yeah, it was kind of snowy, icy. There was some anticipated bad weather, but Dennis ain't scared of no weather. He'll hold that at the regional. Michigan ain't scared of no weather. We should know how to drive
What
in the snow and ice.
should, but I mean,
We should.
this week has proven otherwise.
Well, yeah, it's the first one. And the second and the third, they still don't know how to. I tried. Give them some credit.
No,
No,
no.
Mars always puts on a good show, and it's good for a director to have some type of adversity like the weather and put his name out there and say, hey, however many people show up, he's running it. So he could have easily canceled it. So appreciate it, Dennis.
Just wanted to give a nice little shout out to
Yes.
Mars Yard for running it as always. So thank you. Segment 3, branching out. This is all your local events coming up. I guess you had something. No, I didn't.
No, it's nothing. You're good. Just a key takeaway or something, but we can
There wasn't much to it.
put it in the branching out.
Yeah.
So no, yeah, upcoming list events. Today obviously is December 11th, Thursday. We do record on Thursdays. You might hear us on Friday when we launch it, but this Sunday, Level Up Old Newsboys Tournament. That's at the Durandon VFW. Plenty of space, plenty of room. So get signed up for that. That's kind of one of our segments right at the end too. Is just get pre-registered, just so they have an idea. Whether they're running a fundraiser, some of these regionals, it makes it so much easier for these directors, and that's one of the questions we'll probably ask Robert. But
Yeah.
just so they can be aware how many people are coming, how many boards they need to set up, tablets to get ready, things like that, what to expect, whether they need to combine some divisions, things like that. But yeah, December 14th, Duran VFW for the Old Newsboys. Old Newsboys does a lot for the kids around Christmas time. So if you
For
can
sure.
donate anything, reach out to Matt Garwood and Level Up. If you want to just donate a little bit to the Old Newsboys, I'm sure he'd appreciate it.
Absolutely. The price for that is $80, and it's a 50% payout.
Mm-hmm.
50% goes to Old Newsboys, 50% goes to payout. So
Mm-hmm.
just want to be clear on that.
Yep.
Also coming up on the same day, December 14th, is Motor City's ACL Regional at their new location at the Ultimate Sports Center. Bag slide 11. I believe they start with singles and go into doubles.
Yeah, they usually do. Yep. Again, that's like you said, it's at the Ultimate Sports Center. Starts at 11, but I'm an early bird. I wish they started at 10.
Yeah, I wish they'd
Wish
start at
all
9
these regionals
sometimes.
started
I'm
at
one of them
10.
people.
Yeah. Not that I'm saying I want to get it done and over with, but let's get it done and over with.
Yeah. And because of their new location, if you are not doing anything on Sunday and you decide that you want to go get yourself some regional points, I definitely would recommend you to go down there and show support to Zach and the guys that run that.
Right.
Coming up on December 16th, next Tuesday, Heart and Soul's Christmas special at the Lift with special guest us.
Yay.
Be there an hour early doing a live recording of the podcast. And for that tournament, bags fly at 7. I believe she's going to do the normal layout. We're just in a bigger venue.
Yeah, different spot. So yeah, hopefully she gets some more boards and stuff in there. I think she said she can fit 10. But unfortunately, yeah, the spot she usually runs on Sunday, they took the hallway away from her, so now she can only run 7 boards. So
Yeah, that sucks.
kind of sucks, but still a good time. But yeah, I think she can get 10 boards in there. She probably max it around 64 people or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, gonna have live feed by CaddySack. We'll be lucky. Chris said you said 6 o'clock. We'll be down there.
Yep.
Come say hi. I know a lot of you guys show up really early. Probably before we'll be there at 6. You guys will be ready. There's a few of you guys I know.
There might be some swag, so maybe the first 5
Mhm.
people that show up, they might get something.
First 5 that come say hi.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Don't be shy.
Don't be shy.
Maybe we get some free swag.
And then coming up on December 20th, that's a Saturday, Blue Collar ACL Regional at Grand Blanc Lanes, bags fly at 11. I'm believing that he's going to do rounders again.
Yeah, I think so. I didn't read the flyer, but like I said, I do like rounders. Kind of get you into the flow, get you kind of used to the boards. Um, Changing bags, you can change bags and go from there. But I like rounders.
I like rounders too. As well as that, the same day rolling bags will be there live streaming. We're back.
What? We back?
We back. So if you guys are looking to watch some awesome cornhole from a regional, check us out on YouTube and Facebook at Rolling Bags.
Yep. Check us out. I'll check Chris out.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You check me out a
I'll
lot.
be
It's
on.
cool.
I'll be on there every once in a while.
Yeah,
He lets me on. Jason
I do.
Atkins doesn't. Sorry, Jay. I'm just kidding.
And then
I always give
lastly,
Jason
on
stuff.
December 27th, we're just doing this just in case. We were debating about if we're going to do another podcast or not, which we probably will, but we're just going to announce it anyway. On December
Yeah.
27th, which is Saturday as well, Mother Shuckers will be doing their ACL December regional at Kudos. Bags fly at 10. They'll start with rounders for sure, and then follow that up with singles.
Are you going to that?
Well, maybe.
Maybe too. Maybe we could do the
I think
podcast
it's
from
the
there.
only time that I could possibly fit in regional this month.
Maybe we could do the podcast from there.
That's fine. Yeah, we
Yeah.
might shock something.
We'll talk more about that.
Yeah.
I've never been to Kudos. I love Josh Bates in there, and I feel bad not ever going down there. There's a little bit of a drive, no excuses. But maybe I'll make that one.
Yeah. Also, on top of that, we just wanted to remind players that any of these events, if they're on Scoreholio or on ACL, please register early.
Yeah.
As Steve had said earlier, it helps the regional director understand what's coming along as well as the venue to make sure that you are served accordingly.
Yes. Yeah. And I mean, if you register on Scoreholio, you can kind of see who's going to be there. Maybe you could carpool.
Yeah.
Hey, is these guys from my area going? Maybe we can carpool, save a little money, things like that. So helps everybody out for sure.
All right. This is all for you, buddy.
Oh, new segment, deep roots. Um, Kind of want to talk about a little bit of strategy and improvement. Changed my throw a little bit in the last couple of weeks. Been working on a few things. I've done it so many times in the past. I'm sure everybody has. Not that you're in a slump or nothing, but not that I was in a slump, but just want that little extra. So try and do anything just to get that little extra point 0.5 PPR.
Yeah, it's like
Which,
when you hit that. It's like when you hit that plateau and you're like,
yeah,
I know I can get more out of this. How do I figure it out?
yep. Got so many things working. Just need to work on a couple other things. And it's funny is so I started to step a little bit, which when you step, you usually get a little bit more on your bag, so it comes out a little harder. So I told a couple people told me that that's what I needed on my throw. I got a nice flat bag in this, but when you get lazy, it kicks, or sometimes it just kicks normal. But so I've been practicing that, and like I said, I've done it in the past a couple different times, change it up. But just want to talk about changing your throw, trying to get out of a funk, what you can do, what you can't do, what I've done, the mental game of it, the physical game of it. But sometimes people really think they're in a funk just because of results. Oh man, I haven't finished top 5 or top 10, bad results, but you're still throwing pretty good.
And sometimes that's not necessarily the answer either. It's like
Mm-mm.
who you been throwing against?
Yeah,
Who are you throwing against? That takes a lot into like if you're changing a venue or something like that,
yeah.
you're playing against much better players. The odds that you start placing right off the bat's not very high. So
Nope. So just you got to take a look at it as a whole. I mean, PPRs, DPRs, look at DPRs too. Maybe you realize that some people play a dirty game and might not be your style, and that could have been your funk. People get caught really up on PPRs and DPRs. So had good conversations Tuesday with Chad Webb, old pro Chad Webb. He said the same thing. You can come off a game shooting an 8-2 and feel great because you hit so many shots, or come off a game throwing a 10 and be like, man, I missed so many shots. Um, but when you think you're in a funk, no matter if it's results driven, PPR driven, whatever, which it is hard not to really think about the results. Start talking to people. There's a lot of people that has been in a funk and came out of it. I've had some conversations with a few people recently who say they're in a funk. But just keep doing it. You can change some stuff up, change your grip a little bit, try and step. So I think what you do is when you do that, you kind of get that old technique out of your head for a minute,
mhm.
and then I always revert back.
I was just gonna say, I was like, that's what we
Yeah.
were talking about on Tuesday when you were talking about it. I was like, yeah, I mean, I'll do the step for a while
Yeah.
just so I can clear my elbow again. And
Yeah.
then once I get that feeling back, I revert back to where I started because the step's not going to be something I do all the time.
No, and it might not be something I do all the time, but right now it's making me focus on finishing out in front, finishing forward with the bag release, that kind of thing.
Get your shoulders over your toes
Yeah.
or knees.
Yep. And like I said, you can try it. It kind of gets your focus off your thing because you're trying something new, and then you can go back to it. A lot of times for me that works. A lot of people that I've talked to, it works. So, but if you guys have some suggestions, shoot us a line and let us know what you do.
For sure. And I mean, we have more to discuss on this
Yeah.
discussion as well. But if you guys like these type of discussions that we're having right now, for sure, make sure that you put it in the comments and let us know because we'd like to make content that people want to listen to.
Yep. Just take a topic and dive deep into it. Get into the root of it. But yeah, I'll end with this. You'll see me. Not sure if I'm going to the regional Sunday or not, but next couple weeks, even probably at Myrtle Beach, I'm gonna stick to this stepping thing, see what the results are, which is kind of dangerous and scary because it is a signature.
Eh,
I know, but hey, sometimes you got to try something, man. You can't sit there and throw 9.5s all day long. Got to get to a 10 or a 7.5 to an 8.5, whatever you're shooting. Just try and get that little extra.
you never make the throws you don't try.
That's it. If you don't try it, you just be stale.
All right, thank you guys. This is the Pine Podcast. Keep on rolling with the pine. We'll be right back after this with our interview with Robert Yo.
Yo.
All right, guys, welcome back. We're joined by Robert Yo from Yo's Cornhole. This interview is sponsored by Why Not Cornhole, or not Cornhole, excuse me. It's Custom
Yeah,
Boards, or Custom Woodworking. I messed it up.
Yes, he does it all.
Welcome to the show, Robert.
Yo, how you guys doing?
Good.
Excited to be here, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Excited to have you.
So we're just going to start off right off the rip. What got you into being a director?
We're running tournaments, all that stuff.
It's weird because we used to play cornhole at the campground all the time, which I think a lot of people is where we all kind of started at some point in time when we first learned the game. And there was a little bar by me that was seeing us playing at the campground, and Winter Circles reached out to me and they're like, hey, we'd love to have cornhole at our venue. And I'm like, I've never really ran a league before. I mean, I've played on a couple leagues. So I reached out to a couple of the other directors, asked a few questions, and learned the backside of Scoreholio. I knew the player side of it. And it started with 9 guys, and we had 4 sets of sponsored boards. And that was the crazy part. Within a week of me posting, looking for sponsorships for boards, I had 4 companies that reached out to me within a week wanting to be a sponsor of it. And it blew me away. But we went from 9 guys, and now we have, or 9 teams, and now we have 50 on Monday nights. It's insane the way it's growing.
Yeah, I mean, I follow along because I'm part of your Facebook group page. It's fun to watch for sure. You told me earlier this year you were one of the beta directors for the handicap on
Yes.
Scoreholio.
Yep.
You want to talk a little bit about
Wow,
that?
nice.
Yeah, it was fun. He was looking for people that was willing to test, and we had a big league, and we had normally my leagues are usually 9 weeks long, and we had, because we were coming out of winter and coming into summer before the summer league started, we said, let's run a 5-week mini league, and we'll do, beta testing for, drawing blanks on it now, the handicap. And I had been doing handicap, stuff prior to it, a couple months, just offline stuff. They give you these blank teams and you go through there and you can weight it differently and, set the percentages differently and how much, people get. So we kind of did that with our league too. So every week was a little bit different, and some of the guys really hated it and some of the guys really loved it. So it was just kind of one of them things, but it was fun. It was fun to see, if you're a bowler or a golfer, you kind of understand the handicap. It's very similar to that.
Yeah, I remember reaching out to you because I ran a 10-week league at the Eagles out here in Davison, and it was interesting. I played with it a lot. I would like more time with it just to fine tune it, but for what it was all right for the people we had.
I think it'll get much bigger for like doing like fundraisers and stuff of that nature, not necessarily leagues per se, but definitely when you're doing these events where you have people that never played before, but then you have a lot of your really good players that come up to play too. I think it'll be that great equalizer where the number one player doesn't necessarily want to have the real high PPR because he's going to get a guy that's never played before and they're going to get bounced as soon as they get in the tournament. So I think that'll help that a lot.
Nice.
Yeah, it might help you, the high PPR guy, coach that person a little bit more too.
Yes.
I know most of us do. We try
A
and
lot
help
of you
them,
do.
especially at a fundraiser.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like if you're there to win a fundraiser, there's something wrong with you.
You're at the wrong. There's fun in fundraiser for a reason.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
go. I don't call it a fundraiser. I got $100 bills. I'm going to lose.
Yeah. And that's the way it should be. But there are people, being on the other side of it, there are people that do get upset when, because they're getting the worst player. But I mean, when you go to something like that, you go there to donate, not to walk away with a bunch of money.
Yeah, I mean, it's really cool. I've went out to T's Party Ground, and I've been introduced to quite a few of your players, and we've become friends, and it's been really cool. I've enjoyed that a lot, and was thankful for Clutch for that opportunity this year to live stream the summer series a couple times. Um, let's talk about the big freeze. Let's get to it.
Oh man, big freeze. I'm excited for this. I really am. It all kind of started. We went to a tournament and very similar to this. And me and another guy, me and one of the guys that throws in my league, Nick, we were sitting down talking about it. And we're like, we have a venue in our own backyard that's much bigger. It's got a beautiful hotel attached to it. It's right on the St. Clair River, right by the bridge. And so I reached out to the Blue Water Convention Center and, said, hey, I said, I'm interested in hosting this tournament. Here's what I think that we could do better and how to make it better, so enjoyable for everybody all around. And they were just like 100%, in on it. The only issue we had in the beginning was the DoubleTree Hotel, even though they're attached, they're two separate entities. So it took a little work to get them involved. And I'm like, that kind of makes the whole thing to be able to stay and play. So once we got the DoubleTree in, and I mean, a DoubleTree for $129 a night is amazing. So
since you brought that up, do you still have rooms left?
They opened up some more. I don't know how many are left.
Okay.
So we did sell out the original gap that they gave us, and then they opened up some more.
And how would somebody go about getting into that block? Do they just call the DoubleTree, or is there a link?
They can call the DoubleTree and mention Yo's Cornhole. And there's also a link on the Facebook group. I have a Facebook event for the Big Freeze, and it's on there as well.
All right. I just want to let her know.
I have a website too, all dedicated to the Big Freeze.
Yeah. I just want to let her know, our listeners, that we're going to put all that information in the comments. So if you guys are looking in to get to the Big Freeze, we'll have all that information. So what are all the events that we're going to have at the Big Freeze?
So we're going to have 5 different events. So Friday night is a big switch, and then everything is 3 tiers. So 50% of the money is paid out into tier 1. So it'll be definitely important for the big shooters to get into tier 1. 30% will be paid out for first, second, third in tier 2, and then 20% for first, second, third in tier 3. So that's kind of how it's being divided up as far as percentage wise. Until we have a total number, I don't exactly know what those payouts are yet. And then we have a $2,500 grand prize at the end of the weekend that's being paid out to the winner. But anyway, Friday night is the switch. Saturday morning is rounders for doubles. And then after lunch, we're going to have the bracket for doubles. And then Saturday evening, we're having a great big blind, old-fashioned blind draw. And then Sunday morning, which is my favorite, is Crew Cup. And then Sunday afternoon is singles.
Nice. I always love Crew Cup. Crew Cup's always a fun time.
I love
you squeeze all that in?
Huh?
You're going to be able to squeeze all that in?
Squeeze it all in, yes, sir.
How many boards can fit?
We're right now planning on 36 sets of boards, but I could easily fit 40 to, 40-ish.
I'd say there's
right now we're at
teams
210.
200
so
plus people signed up.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Yeah, you
That's
40,
nice.
10. You get 4. Like you got it maxed at 400.
Yeah, we maxed at 400, and when I first set out this year, I was like, hey, anything over 200 is a win.
Mm-hmm.
Our first year doing this, and we're already at 210, and we still got 5 weeks left. So
Yeah.
definitely excited.
You want to talk a little bit about the club challenge you have going on?
So one of the other things when I was looking at like all the names and all the people that were that were signed up, like all the different brands, I guess. People literally, if you look in there, they're all over the state. We got people from Canada, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin. It's crazy where all these clubs are from. So I'm like, what can I do to have a little fun and kind of build up to it? So I did like a rep your brand challenge. So I picked 4 of my guys. The only rule is they can't be a pro or former pro. So it's more like, to showcase, some of your good players that are, peaking at the top, right? And then call out a couple other clubs. And I put $100 down and saying, your 4 can't beat my 4, just to try to get some trash talk leading into it, some trash talk during the tournament. So as the tournament goes on, you get points through every event that we do. And we just tally up all those points, and whoever has the most point at the end wins that money. So it's been kind of fun. We have a lot of people that are getting into it, but haven't posted yet. So I've been posting the ones that are currently in
ACL
it.
teams. They trash talk a lot, and then like you said, all the different events. So whether it's singles, doubles, tandem doubles, whatever they do now, but they do trash talk a lot.
Oh, and I think it's one of the best parts about cornhole is the trash talk.
100%. I love it. It's my favorite part.
Yeah.
You should hear me and Steve when we're not even playing against each other. It's hilarious.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, it's good times.
Yeah, go sit in this corner right behind him, make him nervous, even though I'm not playing. That's what I'm going to do right now.
Right. Absolutely. That's the best part of it. I just thought it was a good way to showcase all the different brands that are going to be there, and I know there's always this people don't like this brand or that brand. And I for the most part, I get along with everybody, and I feel everybody should be included, so there's nobody that can't do it or, any of that other stuff.
I 100% appreciate that.
Yeah.
So how many events do you run a week?
Right now, I just do my Monday night league, which is my big one. And then we just started doing Wednesdays at the Wrigley Center in Port Huron. And that's a pretty cool venue. We could probably comfortably get 10, 12 boards in there. We started out with, I think it was 12 teams, the very first one. And then we're up to 22. This is our second time. And I'm pretty sure this next time around, we got a lot more teams that'll be joining. So it's nice to see that, how it's, progressively growing. And then my Monday nights, as you talked about, Tees Roadhouse, that's our summer home. Really, it's my favorite outdoor spot that I've ever been in. It is awesome.
Yeah, it reminds me of like the pictures from the AKL down in Ohio. So
do I know?
Like it. It kind of looks like the Nashville Cornhole League down in Ohio. That's kind of why I like that venue.
Okay.
It's just that nice outdoor feel. Beachy.
Yep. Big, it's lots of room, and like the Monday night, we got 50 teams out there now. So there's 100 people out there, and it's just, and all the people, I've been very blessed and fortunate because everybody that's in our league is just a ton of fun. Everybody's out there to have a good time. I mean, there's always a little drama here and there, but for the most part, everybody's out there to have fun and enjoy themselves, and
For sure. So you just run leagues, you're not running drop-ins or anything like that?
I do from time to time. I do some fundraisers and stuff like that from time to time when the schedule allows. Like after the first year, I'll probably start doing more drop-ins and more tournaments and that. Before every league, I always do a meet and greet, so it's a drop-in tournament that's open to everybody. That way some people that may not throw in a league, if they're free that day, not do anything, to come hang out and check out the venues. Like our winter venue is pretty cool. There's a barn right down the road from me. And, we fit 10 courts in there very comfortably with tons of seating and stuff. And it's an awesome venue. Parking's a little tight, but other than that, it's a great place to play. And,
10's that magic number of boards.
Yes.
Like a lot of times you don't need 10, but then if you have 10, you could just do so much with 10.
You can you can do a lot more with it.
Yeah.
And that's what I felt bad about Winter Circle when they first brought me on. We outgrew that place so fast. It wasn't even funny. I actually felt bad. And the pros and cons to growing the way we did so fast is you can't go just anywhere, do stuff just anywhere. Because if you don't have 8 to 10 boards, it's a struggle to get it done. And I'm the type of guy, when I go to a tournament and I'm sitting around all day to play 4 games, I don't want to go back. Just how I am. We play 6 games a night, and we're done by 9:30, maybe 10 at the very latest.
Start at 7?
Yeah, we start at 7.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
That 7 to 10 is like perfect.
Yeah, I agree.
As long as you can be done by about 10. Start
Yeah,
a
if
little bit
I'm
at
if I'm
7
out there at 11, and I get up at 4:30 every day, so it's an early next morning for me. So
every time.
yeah,
We're
and
still
I'm not
young
saying
though.
there's not nights where we don't sit around and play Crew Cup, because we play Crew Cup almost every night after our leagues, and
Oh, that'd be fun, man. We should do that
yeah,
more often out here.
yeah, we
That's
do
what
it every night.
a couple of times, like where we host this podcast, that's my buddy's garage. He can fit 4 boards in here. And one day we had a few people here and trying to get them to play. And like, I don't like playing. And I did a 3-person crew cup, and they absolutely loved it.
Yeah, Crew Cup's fun. 3-person Crew Cup works too, because if we get
Yeah.
like an odd number or whatever,
Yeah,
we'll do 3 people, or so that way you have more teams or whatever, and that's a lot of fun.
a 3-person crew cup is so much fun.
Yeah, we introduced Crew Cup up in Port Huron a couple weeks ago. Because before we were just playing our league and then leaving, and a couple of the guys that are in my Monday night leagues are out on Wednesdays with us up in Port Huron. Like, let's do Crew Cup. Let's show these guys Crew Cup. Now they all want to play it. Now they love it. So it's been fun.
I always love Crew Cup just for the simple fact is like you don't have really that much pressure on you. There's 3 other guys on your team, plus you only got 2 bags to throw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And I like
I've
the
always
trash
loved
talk
crew
that
cup.
goes involved with it.
Yeah, the Crew Cup's 100% trash talk.
Oh, that's what it's all about.
Yep. I always loved it. I just hate going first.
Oh, I love going first. I'm the
Not me.
opposite.
Yeah, it doesn't matter
Not
to me.
me. I don't know why. Because
Yeah,
my
and
first
I'm-
bag's always the worst, I think.
So,
That happens.
are you bag repping for BG in Swag Bag, or are you just collaborating with them?
Swag Bag, I'm just collaborating with. BG is one of our league partners and sponsors and stuff. And they've been great. And the only reason I started collabing with Swag Bag, I like Swag Bag, but 2 of my sponsored players, that's what they throw. So that's why we did the collab with them.
That's great owners.
Yeah.
Huh?
Both great owners.
Yes, I agree. I've been
Both.
dealing with Anthony a lot over at BG, and he's been awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime we wanted a
Chauncey's
new
amazing.
design, and this is our 2nd year running it back with them.
Yeah.
Siva's got good owners too.
I know.
I got to throw that out there.
Right.
Great.
Well, you're sponsored by Swag, aren't you?
Siva.
No, you're Siva.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So I had to throw that out there.
Yeah, no,
Siva's
I
got
like
great
Siva
owners.
too. There's so many bags out there. It's crazy.
Yeah, and there is. That's the good thing about most of the owners. I mean, you go to the opens and they're all talking to each other. I mean, with that last open from Richmond, Brooks and BJ took all of BJ's stuff. They're taking it to Myrtle Beach for BJ. I mean, it's kind of like
that's
your
cool.
competitor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, he's like, hey, we
There's
can just
plenty
park
for
it here.
everybody.
Yep, park it here, throw it in here. We'll take it there, drop it off. Of course, it's going to make a little money, but that's just amazing that somebody would do that.
Yeah.
But all those owners are amazing every time you walk up to a booth.
Yeah, I just actually bought some Siva bags not too long ago.
Which ones? What discount code did you use?
Sherman Horn 10.
Actually, Shermahorn hooked me up.
Attaboy.
Yeah, I don't remember
That's
cool.
which set I got now. I forget the
Apex
name
Serpents.
of them. The Apex Serpents. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly what I got.
Let's say I don't know what other bag somebody's gonna buy at this moment.
Well, that's the thing with Siva, but they do have a lot. They have some really good bags, but everybody just kind of gets fixed on the 2 sets, that nice little carpet or whatever on the Apex, so they like all
Yeah.
that. But they have a few other sets that are really, really good. Really good.
I do like them. I've been throwing them more. They finally got them broken in where I'm starting to use them a lot more. So I don't want to say downside. Like with my wife, when we throw together, she likes a really slow bag where I like more of a faster bag. So we always use the bags that she wants because we throw together on Mondays. Well, my Wednesday nights, my partner likes a more faster bag. So it's been nice because he and I will change bags all the time and throw different bags. And, with my wife, it's the same bag over and over and over again.
Yep, they like that one bag and stick with it.
Oh, it drives me crazy.
So where do we see Yo's Cornhole in like I don't know, a few years down the road? Do you have any goals or?
I don't know. We've actually looked into a couple venues to call home. There was a place that we thought we had a really good chance of getting. But eventually I think I'd love to have my own place. But it's kind of one of them things, we're not getting rich doing this by any stretch. There's got to be. Yeah, I know.
They're making all the money. What do you mean?
That's what they say on Addicted to Cornhole, at least.
That's what I
Contrary to
posted.
popular belief, right?
It's all about the money.
I wish that was the case. Dude, it cracks me up when I hear people, "Oh, you're getting rich doing this." Really? Let's sit down and talk about that.
On a really good day, if 100 people show up, I can make it. But when 10 people show up, how much money am I making?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they don't understand that.
No, and then they're like, "Well, you got 50 people, so that's 100 people on your league." I'm like, "Yeah, and it's also a 9-week league, so divide that by 9, take out
Correct.
all the expenses and everything." I'm like, "Come on, think about it." And
Yeah.
then the hours you put in before and after.
Yeah, that's
That's the one that everybody doesn't think about.
that's what's the good and bad leagues. You do get a lot of people, but then you're not getting money every week.
Nope,
It's a one-time fee.
time fee. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
It's
money is the one. I don't know. It's one of them things that I love and hate all at the same time.
right.
You
Yeah.
know, because then everybody wants to try and cheat the system, and how can I, get myself so I win money and don't have to try as hard. And that's what drives me nuts.
I've always said since I mean, first time I started playing, you look at a flyer or event, league or whatever, most of the people put every single detail out there, and people go to play, and then they complain. I'm like, you know what you signed up for.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
there.
but you're still showing up and you're still complaining. Then just
Yeah.
honestly don't show up. You'll probably say the
Well,
same thing.
in all my flyers, and I've actually been bad about putting in all my flyers, but in all my scoreholio, in the very bottom, I always put director reserves the right to move teams up and or down to make competition more fair and competitive.
Right.
Well, this time around, I had, and it's always been like one team here and there that I moved. This session, I actually moved, I think it was 5 teams from intermediate up into competitive because and most of them were at the top of what the competitive team PPR was after 3 weeks. I'm like, guys, come on. Some of them got upset about it. And I'm like, you're literally at the top of the competitive PPR. What are you guys upset about? Why would you enter smoking everybody in the intermediate division? I'm like, what fun is that?
I get it. I mean, we've crossed that Rubicon a few times ourselves over on this side.
And you're
Let's
never
make
going
a
to make
play.
everybody. You're never going to
No.
make everybody happy, no matter what you do.
No.
And if
No.
you are making everybody happy, you should be worried. I'm being serious.
Right.
I know
I
it's
agree.
funny, but I'm being serious.
No, I agree. Well, it's like with DJing, I mean, whenever you DJ any type of event, you're always going to upset somebody. I don't care what you do, how good you are, and you just hope that the good outweighs, the 1 or 2 people that you upset.
So Steve Witherspoon asked this question on Facebook. Who's your favorite bag rep, him or Matt?
I'm going to go with Jeremy Shimmer. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. Well,
Uh,
hey, the invisible third option. We
Yeah,
found
yeah,
it.
yeah. Yeah. I got to give Matt props. Matt's been in our league for literally since day one. He's a RBC rep, and he's made us some awesome design bags when we were first starting out too. So definitely love Matt, and of course I love Spoon. He's a great guy. That's where we get all our swag bags and stuff from. So
Yeah. I like Spoon too. He's always
yeah,
fun to play with.
I like
hang out with.
Spoon.
just a great guy.
Anything you'd like to add for the big freeze before we let you go?
I think
Or
we
where they
kind
can
of
find
covered.
Yow's corn. Or I keep saying Yow's. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's
Yo's
Yo.
cornhole.
Yep, the E is silent. I know the E throws everybody off. I actually have two different websites. I have yoscornhole.com. And then I also started yosbigfreeze.com for everything Big Freeze related. It's got
Oh, that's
all the
cool.
hotel information. It's got all the tournaments and everything in there. It's got the sponsors that we have. And then one big announcement we do have is one of the things that we're going to do is we're announcing 4 charities that we're going to be donating to. And we're going to be running 50/50s all weekend, and everything that we collect from the 50/50s, we're going to divide up by the 2 charities.
That's
So
awesome.
the first charity we're going to be donating to is, I think everybody kind of knows who Chuck Miller is. He's got Throwing to Honors, or Honoring to Throw, I think is how. So he's going to be one of our charities that we're going to be donating to. Angels of Hope, we're going to be donating to. Student Heart Check Foundation. And then we're also going to be donating to Kids in Distress, which is a local St. Clair County, where they help kids from, babies to up to 18 years old. So just all charities that are kind of have a lot of meaning to the wife and I, and, want to make sure we can try and donate a little bit to them as well.
Hey, man, that's what Cornhole is all about. We're all about supporting people.
Should be about.
Man,
yep, no, I agree.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. No, that's awesome. It's awesome to
Yep.
hear.
So
that's going to be
get
at the Big Freeze, the 50-50 at the Big Freeze.
Yep, 50-50 at the Big Freeze.
Yeah, so we're going to run one pretty much every day, probably during every tournament. And then we'll just, do a tally at the very end and let everybody know how much we're donating to the charity. And we're just going to divide it up 25% a piece. So
nice.
It's awesome.
Yep.
Well, I'd like to thank you for joining me, Robert.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you guys. I thank you
Anything
for having
for
me.
us? Any questions for us? Maybe we should ask people that have questions for us.
Or maybe you hate our podcast.
Yeah.
No, I love your podcast. No. Any questions for you? I feel bad with the way I threw with your wife when we did the Jack Daniels thing at Clutch.
Stop.
No.
That was a good time.
Was it Sarah? Is that what your wife's name,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard I got I threw. That's probably the worst I've ever thrown. I felt so bad.
She gets so mad because, not that she don't get mad, but when she gets mad when people say, "Well, you're Steve Gray's wife, you should be good," and she's like, no. But it's just so funny.
I'm my own
favorite. You're Steve Gray's wife. You should be
good.
It's
funny because I didn't know, that you were her husband until later on in the fact, and I'm like, oh, I really feel bad. So
that's funny.
Yeah, that was a fun event.
Yeah. Hey, man, I appreciate you supporting us and sharing the podcast and all that stuff. Truly, we're just hoping to keep growing it the way we're growing it, man.
Hey, man, keep doing what you guys are doing. I love it.
No, appreciate it. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun for us, no matter what the results are.
Absolutely.
Probably how everybody started.
Yeah, man. Well, for the most part.
Start somewhere and you can only go up, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we found a little segment where nobody talks about Michigan Cornhole, and here we are.
Yep. No, I love it, man. Keep doing it.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Merry Christmas if we don't see you.
Yep. Merry Christmas as well.
Thanks.
Yep.
All right, guys, we're at the outro. We'd like to thank Robert for joining us today to talk about the Big Freeze and Yo's Cornhole and what's it like to be a director, as well as thank you guys for all your comments and suggestions on Facebook. Hope you guys keep that coming. And you got anything, Steve?
No, just like Robert, starting at, like you said, he's already outgrown a couple venues.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. And now he's got a venue. It's huge.
Sounds like he's looking for another venue.
He almost can.
Yeah.
Especially for the Big Freeze if he's got to max it out at 400.
Yeah.
So it's good to see. And no, just another good show. Thanks everybody again for listening. We'll do one more next Tuesday. We'll record it. We'll be live at the lift.
We'll be live at the lift.
That's in Highland, so come see us.
We'll have some swag for the first 5 people that show up and say hi.
Gotta say hi. Don't be shy. So
keep on rolling with the pine.
Roll with that pine, baby.
Till next time.
Tossing bags under Michigan skies. Great Lakes breeze where the champions rise. Boards on the lawn, stakes in the ground. Cornhole's the game that brings the crowd. Michigan Cornhole, we're taking the shot. Spin it just right here.